welcome on in, everybody. If you're like Kay listening right now, she says driving, but we'll listen until I get home. Drive safely, please. Don't do anything too silly for us. If you're listening podcast style, we appreciate you. Try to drop a comment afterwards or anytime you can. If you're here, welcome and hello. We got Mike L. from Texas, Noah, Steven, Walter, Jay, Tony, Amber, Highest Low, R.Y., Luke, Sarah, Jordan Jones, Rodney, Daniel, Big Red, Jason, Leo, Alan, Edgar, Jedi Joe. Yeah, we're going to lose it now. Randy, Mike, Tollbooth, Willie, Joshua, Ken, Simple Man, Moose. Woo! What's up, everybody? Brad, Christina, welcome. Hey, Ryan, Tina. What's up, Tina? Shane, Dave, Erica. Hello. All right, guys. This is Beard Advice Live. This is Sam C. And my name is Dan. And then hopefully you can locate the chat on your stream. Please consider on your way in hitting a thumbs up and sharing the stream out. We're going to have some fun, some good vibes tonight. Sam C, how are you?
I'm good.
Good.
I have like really bad onion breath right now. I'm just like stewing in it over here. Ooh.
We had some smash burgers for dinner on the Blackstone outside. Hey, Mike, thank you, man. Mike just donated 5 memberships to the stream. Super cool, dude. Thank you. If you're not a member, you should see a little green box at the top. You can click it to see if you are a member or not. Look at this. Connor Kendrick. What up, dude? He said, dude, I saw you on the road and showed you I was watching your video. Do you remember that when I told you that story?
I do remember that.
Yeah.
He told me right when that happened.
What was the story there, if you remember?
I don't really remember. I just know someone held up their phone.
Yeah.
And it was a video of you playing on it.
Yeah, so we were driving downtown, and we have big old QR code decals on all our vehicles. And a truck is pulling up beside me, and they're like, and it's like kind of doing that thing. And I just kind of mind my business when I'm driving. You know, I'm not the guy like staring people down or anything. And they kept like pulling up, and I was like, all right, maybe there's something to this. And it was just a cool dude holding up his phone with the video. And then I'm pretty sure the driver had a beard as well. So I gave him the like, let's go. So that was super cool, man. Thanks for saying something, Connor. Very cool. Oh, snap. You know how we always talk about how me and Bryant are really similar? Mm-hmm. His Blackstone comes tomorrow.
Did you talk him into it, or
I don't
was
know.
That something that he already had planned?
I don't know. Bryant, did I influence that purchase? Because they're amazing. It's the best cooking apparatus we've ever experienced. And we have one at home on the deck. I had to do some TLC to it today. First time really busting it out.
Was it rusty?
It wasn't necessarily rusty, but it just needed a little bit of work. It's had some seasoning, build up over the years, and some of it was flaking off. So had to scrape it, put some avocado oil, burn through, do that a couple times. And then, yeah, it'll be good to go. And he said, I should have had that in 2 separate messages. That'd be pretty great feeling having someone show you their screen. It was really cool. It was super cool. I came home and told Sam all about it. So yeah, it was pretty cool. Hey, what's up, Kevin? Welcome, guys. Didn't that happen going down to the oh, yeah. Me and Jason actually together. And then Nick, I don't know if he's in the chat right now, Otto, we're driving and a little car was like, and like weaving in and out of traffic. And we're like, what? And I'm in my big old 2500 truck, and we're like, hey, there's Nick. We were all like, what the heck is going on? And we go over and it's a super energetic dude. Same thing. He's like, right here. And we're like, is he going to go to the tattoo expo, the beard competition? And he got off on an exit. But that was funny. I forgot. Yeah, I think it was a Kia. Yeah, it was a tiny, tiny little car. And the dude was just kind of going all over the place. Severe. You're the second person that had said severe storms tonight. So everybody be careful out there. I'm sure it's the like cold weather and warm weather coming in. So, yeah.
Today was 70. Tomorrow, we get snow.
So silly. I had a consultation with Aaron from England today. I always leave that one talking cooler than I am with all the slang. And I was telling them about...
You try.
Yeah, I was telling them all about our weather, and that was one of them. Yeah, I got to reseason it. I know, Chief. So the only predicament I'm in, and you guys can let me know if you guys have experience here. I used to go super hardcore on the Blackstone like research. So this bad boy is 5 years now, maybe 5 years old, I would say.
Yeah.
And it is amazing, absolutely amazing. My travel one warped a little bit from like the jump, but this one is just flat. It's beautiful, and you guys know the layers of seasoning build up. Well, I've had areas that have like chipped off, like probably about this big, maybe a normal deli meat ham size, and it went all the way back to like the rolled steel underneath. And it's like, should I try and remove all the seasoning or just rework on that area? My gut was just work on that area and let it build back and not try to like strip the whole thing. But I've seen people dump like Coca-Cola on there. I know you're not supposed to use water and all this stuff, but then they kind of restart it. It's steel. It's not going to hurt it at all. So I don't know my approach. We did burgers afterwards, which is good because they're really fatty, to get all the fat for the seasoning. And it seemed to do really well. So
they tasted good.
Yeah, they did. They did. Dan influenced our purchase. Nice. Hey, Gigi, what's going on? Here for the shenanigans? We will provide. Yes, we will provide. Somebody else has a tornado warning? Ugh. Guys, where's the tornado watch? Where is East Coast? Where's the crazy weather at right now?
It seemed like it was going to storm here, didn't it, when we were putting up the soccer net?
The winds started picking up.
Yeah.
Wisconsin has a tornado warning. Okay. The wind's been nuts here as well. Today wasn't the worst, but we had Saturday. Maddox had a soccer game. That was crazy. Crazy wind.
Literally so windy, it blew my earring out of my ear. And I lost it.
Yeah. Yep, that was crazy. All right, nothing in Cali or Arkansas. Interesting. Oh, Moose, thank you. Okay, we will hit that. There's a lot of new people that have not heard my grandfather's funeral joke story. Somebody brought up a similarly related aspect. And then there's also people who did not hear me in the female juror at the murder trial.
Oh my God.
When I tried to, so I promised as long as they reminded me, we'll go over those stories.
Why didn't you tell them on Monday?
I needed you here.
Neither of those have anything to do with me.
But my mom was there for the one. No, you were there. You were there at the funeral one.
Yeah, I was there, but I wasn't involved.
Because people don't believe me on these stories, and so I need like a witness to be like, okay.
Okay.
So and my mom was there for both of them. Oh my goodness.
God.
What have I put her through? We love our Blackstone. Yeah. Oh, the steaks are just probably our favorite thing on the Blackstone. Mm-hmm. Oh, insanely good. Yep.
My favorite is pancakes. Blackstone pancakes are something different.
Yep. Central Illinois. Okay. Interesting. That's not far from us. Is that an official?
Need to make sure we're not going to get storms.
Is that an official measurement deli ham size? Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm talking about, Brian. Thank you. You know, they used to measure stuff by like a horse length and stuff. That's what we're going to.
No, we have rain tonight and then snow tomorrow.
Okay. All right.
Let me check the hourly. Wait, check yours because yours is always different.
Yeah.
Do you guys use the weather channel or do you use the weather? What is yours called?
More accurate.
Weather
Mine's just
app.
the weather app. So it says possible thunderstorms at midnight.
I have rain.
That's
I have intense rain. No, at midnight, that's snow. My vision's just bad.
Illinois and Indiana.
How do you have a thunderstorm at midnight and I have snow? That's too different.
That'll do. Yep.
Okay. Mom sent me the radar. She's the weather chaser, didn't you know?
Yeah. Yeah, Sam. Yeah, Matthew says Sam wants nothing to do with these stories. Yeah, she's just distancing herself from the stories.
Don't involve me in these stories. I didn't do it.
They're purely me, though. Make bacon. Yeah, yep. I always go to bacon when I need a good seasoning for the Blackstone, and bacon's just delicious. So there's nothing ever wrong with that. What's up, Tevin? Okay, we got all those. Good. Okay. Also. Yeah, windy, crazy soccer game to the point where we were supposed to have an indoor game, but it was so windy it knocked down some power lines that took out power to where they were supposed to have the indoor game. And the other team was traveling like 3 hours to come play. And we went outside. Unfortunately, it was a team we should have beat, ended up tying them.
Did you tell them it was a state cup game?
No. So, it was, their first ever state cup game, which is essentially think of like the World Cup of soccer, but for the state of Michigan per like age group. And Maddox's age.
First ever.
Yeah, Maddox's age doesn't usually compete in this, but his team is really special, and so they're in it, and it's all right. A draw isn't the worst thing. They should have beat him, but he came back the next day, played a team that was 1 year older, balled out, had 4 goals and 4 assists in the game, and then played the next game against a team 2 years older, balled out. That was the one where the parents were talking crap to him, and he shushed them. And we didn't even, I told this on Monday, but we didn't even know why he was like doing this to the parents, like keep talking and shushing them. And then afterwards he was like, yeah, they're talking. We're like, I like it. We like that little bit of spunk. Yeah, we definitely like that little bit of spunk. So, yeah, yep. All right, I'm late. Welcome, Rambo. All right, anything else in our life new over the last week or so? No Cougar updates, nothing there.
Did you tell him about what we're getting? I
did not, but go ahead. You can set it up after this kind of like chase and hunt for the last 2 years or so. And I did talk about the HOA, but just give them, let's rip the Band-Aid off.
Okay.
Let's give the people an update.
Okay. We don't have anything bad to say about these.
Right.
If you have one and you hate it, keep it to yourself.
Yeah. We
are getting an in-ground pool, which we have been saving for the last 5 years. We finally are getting one. We actually last year we just kind of like gave in and we're like, you know what, let's just get an above ground pool, like less work, easier,
less money,
cheaper, a lot cheaper, but then ended up being like about half the cost of an in-ground pool. So we kind of nixed that. After our HOA, we submitted, we have to submit a request for everything. We submitted our request for said above ground pool, never heard back for a full year. So we were like, you know what, that's not in the picture anymore. So then this year we're like, let's do it. Let's make the decision. And we're getting an in-ground pool. And they start like mid-April.
Crazy.
We're so excited.
Crazy. Sam grew up with an in-ground pool.
Yes.
I've never had anything like that. And so I'm very excited for essentially the main aspect for me is I want to be the house where my kids want to be there. I want to be the house that has the soccer net, that has the basketball hoop, that has the cul-de-sac, that has the pool, that has the hot tub, where the kids want to be here, where we're not the family that's constantly battling and being like, why don't you want to hang with us? Why don't you want to be here? And to be fully honest, I know a lot of people will disagree with this, and it's absolutely a generational aspect. I don't trust a ton of other families with my kids.
No, not at all.
My kids mean the world to me. And I would much rather have them here, learning, playing, exploring, growing, than over somebody else's house, especially with the last couple of years and people we've known that we thought we knew and that kind of stuff, I just don't trust people as much. And so we're very, 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 very excited. It's been something we've been planning and saving for literally years now. And so it's all coming together. Do you want to tell them about the pool at all? What kind of pool?
Yeah, so we're getting a fiberglass pool. It's literally the ones, it's just the big mold and they just dig a hole and plop it in the ground. Our filter is like a cartridge filter that's just kind of what we decided we wanted to go with and the particular amount of work to deal with that. We're not getting a heater this year, but we have the ability to add one on if we're feeling crazy, which I don't know. We had a heater in Brian's pool, my dad's, and it broke all the time. And I don't want to have to be fixing something like that a lot. But if it gets you like an extra full month, then maybe. I don't know. You can always add it on.
And if you don't, so it's a law here. You have to have your pool surrounded by a fence. We were actually, our HOA worked with us a little bit. The ordinance for our area is a 4-foot fence. Our HOA has requirements for 6-foot fences, but the difference is our fence requirements in our HOA is for the property. So when it combines with another house, they want the fences to be the same height. And we were like, hey, this is just going to be around our pool. Our backyard's massive. Our lot is just under an acre. It's almost exactly an acre. And
which is like quadruple the size of everyone else's yard here for whatever reason.
We have a very large lot. And so we were like, there's just no way we can do that. We're just going to fence our pool because there's no rules against it. They're like, oh, you're right. At first, they tried to tell us we were wrong and that we needed to fence the whole thing. We're like, where's that rule? And they're like, oh, shoot, you're right. And then they said we could do a 4-foot fence. So, yeah, we've got that all taken care of. And we've got the whole thing coming around, but we're excited. I know pools really well. I was a swim coach and water polo coach and even a pool manager for years and years. So I kind of know these things a little bit, and I'm excited. We also have a hot tub, and so yep. I'm very, very, very excited. Do you have to surround it with a moat and a fence? Not yet, but there are options. Yeah, there are
Ken,
options.
are you still in Thailand?
He is. He sent me pictures and videos like 10 minutes ago.
Fun?
Yeah,
I'm
Ken,
so jealous.
tell us some updates about Thailand. So, yeah, we're having fun. But, yeah, literally the reason we decided is that we want to have this where our kids are growing up. They're at an age where they're going to really appreciate it. We're going to have more of an ability to stay home rather than feel like – not pressure, but feel the need and want to always go places. And
which we've toned down. I don't know if you guys knew. If you guys knew us 3 or 4 years ago, we were always doing stuff. Always, always, always. And now soccer has kind of like settled us down in a way.
Yeah.
And we're home so much more, and we crave being home a lot more. So I feel like having that it's just going to give them something more to do in the summertime while we're at home.
For sure. Yeah, and the fiberglass, we did a lot of research on the different types of pools. One thing that we were like flabbergasted at is the fiberglass has a lifetime warranty. If there's any kind of like crack or damage or anything, they will come out and repair it for you with no charge. So that was a big aspect that seemed awesome. So yeah, we were excited for that. Yep. Very, very, very excited for that. Alligators. Yeah, we know where we get some alligators. All right. And also, guys, if you could, please, I didn't say it since the beginning when there's only like 30 people in here, hit that thumbs up real quick, the like button. If you want to share it out, appreciate it. Do you plan on getting a gate with an alarm?
So we have to look into all that. I think they have like the water alarms and the gate alarms and stuff like that, which I think we're going to get something, some extra thing besides just having, the latch on the fence because I don't trust kids.
Right. And it's not necessarily even our kids, it's other kids, neighborhood kids, that kind of stuff. We back up to another neighborhood.
For whatever reason, growing up when I was in high school, kids from my high school would randomly come to my house, run into my backyard, jump in my pool, and then leave.
We did that.
What on earth is that?
It's just an adrenaline, stupid boy rush and
what a
trying
weird
to impress
thing.
people. Yeah,
it happened all the time.
Yeah, pool hopping. It's a major thing. Major thing.
You're like, we did that. It was me.
Yeah, and so and we, if you guys know us at all, we are unbelievably researched people. We don't do anything that's just like halfway. And so yeah, we've looked into all the different cover options and all that type of stuff. So
we're getting the and they don't put it in until the end of the season because our cement has to cure. But kind of like you see it like the trampoline looking ones. It's not a trampoline, but you can walk on it and it like bolts into the cement. But we're not getting the automatic one that is under the cement and just flows over top because those are like $15,000.
Well, and they've never lasted more than a couple years. Several pools I worked on at personally had those. Water and mechanical devices like that do not go well together ever. It will always break down. So yeah, yep, absolutely. But yeah, we'll make sure it's all safe and we got all that and stuff. So yeah, we're excited. It's going to be pretty awesome. And we're very careful people. We're overly careful, so that's
Yeah.
not something that's going to be much of an issue for us. And we got a really, like I said, a really large backyard, so they'll still have their full like soccer setup. We'll have the pool, we still have a play set and all that. So just to be closer to our family and stay home more, and we kind of established, well, hey, we're going to be here for at least another 3-4 years. So
At least
Yeah.
we're putting this in. We're going to be here for 30 years.
yeah, I guess if
Good grief.
Max gets academy and stuff, we'll
True,
just
true.
have a second house somehow, some way. Well, you start seeing Sam greeting at Walmart and
Oh
stuff
my
like,
God,
hey,
stop.
like, oh, Maddox must be doing well. So yeah. No, yeah, so the new friends will come from the kids side of things. We don't interact with a bunch of people, and if people started to be like, hey, like, good to see you, can we want to hang out stuff, we're just like, no.
We know a family that has a pool, and they literally let all of their friends have this open invitation to their pool. And I'm like, I just couldn't fathom that. That's not us kind of thing.
Right. Ralph says with your $100,000
Oh,
streams.
yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even know, like, honestly, I didn't even know people were really still talking like that until a company who I'm reviewing in the near future, have their products, have been testing them. They reached out and they're like, hey man, I just want to give you a heads up. There's this like fake account that seems like it's made just to bash you. And they followed us. And they're like, I thought that was funny timing because I've never posted about them. I've never said their name, still haven't said their name. And so somehow this like fake account that's been around, I've had it blocked for like literally years now. They're still literally.
Do we all know
Yeah.
who it is, though?
Right. We all
know who it
Yeah.
is.
But I literally didn't, and this is not exaggeration, I did not know that they were still like watching and following. Like, by this point, can you please get a life? Like, can you please realize?
What else are you doing with your time besides being obsessed with you?
Can you please, like, just move on and realize I'm not going to change who I am. I'm not going to stop doing my thing, and no one cares. Like, oh my gosh. So there's still, I guess so. Somebody messaged me, and I just thought that was hilarious. Does a pool add equity to? Yeah, for sure. A nice in-ground pool will definitely add value to the house. So yeah. Yeah, if you guys don't know who it is, you don't want to.
Don't want to.
Yeah, they're just not a good human. They've failed at several things in life, and so yeah, it's just so funny. Nadal keeps that. So in Australia, I guess in Nadal, I saw your question on Monday. That just wouldn't exactly be Sam's style, but I guess in Australia, a big thing is they just bury these shipping containers and turn them into pools.
Interesting. It's kind of like the shoot, what are those called? Not like it's like horse water, not bowls, but like the big old like metal. What are those called, you guys? That people are making pools out of. They're not deep or anything, but it's like this cool new trend, and they're putting like filters in them and stuff.
Interesting.
Make a pool out of anything, apparently.
Okay.
Yes, livestock tanks.
Livestock tanks?
Yeah.
Interesting. I've not heard that. Interesting.
They look cool, and it'd be cool for like one person if you're not trying to like jump in or anything.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and I don't know all the specifics on like the shipping container ones. I know they've got it all figured out.
I feel like our HOA would be like, no.
Right. And so, yeah, but I just thought that was funny. They messaged me. They're like, hey, dude, they're like, we know you're a big deal when these like fake hater accounts start following us and when we're about to work with you. I was like, cool. I was like, you can make up your own. I don't even try to tell people anything. I literally didn't even say a word. I'm like, oh, cool, man. Sorry. Like, I know you make up your own mind. And so, yeah, it's kind of funny. But one thing I do enjoy lately is I've been like more comfortable, just not necessarily by name, because I don't like to give people that kind of credit, but just calling people out. Like, I used to be a lot more apprehensive.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if someone's going to listen to this. Like, I told the story of the HOA on Monday.
Yeah.
And somebody in the chat was like, I hope they're not watching right now. And I'm like, I don't actually care. Like,
right.
if it's true what we're sharing and I'm talking about.
They might have been because they came back to us and they gave us what we wanted.
Yeah. So that's kind of my thing now is like, I used to be really concerned, not necessarily being political, but being like, I don't want to offend people. Like, if someone wronged me, I was like, I don't know if I want to call them out on stream or not, whether it's like family or people close. Now I'm like, no, why am I protecting what you're messing up? Why am I holding back on what you did
You're like,
wrong?
this is my channel.
Yeah, exactly. And so I like to kind of shift those gears. And to give you an idea, again, I'm not going to say any names, but I'm going to call somebody out because this just absolutely, utterly bothered me with how dumb it is. And that's it. Yeah, call a spade, exactly. And if people get emotional about that, there's probably a reason why they're getting emotional. Right. Matthew, for example, he messaged me about a company that I work with, and he did not love his experience with that company. I didn't get defensive. I didn't get emotional. I was like, dude, thank you for sharing. I need to hear these things. I need a well-rounded perspective. I appreciate all that. But I had a Facebook group situation today, and this is like the epitome of people that bother me lately. So somebody had posted, they come in the streams, great dude, and essentially was like, hey, they posted in the group, and me and him have been talking for weeks and weeks and weeks about this issue, and he's not the person I'm calling out. And he posts, and essentially he's had a feeling that coconut oil, versions of coconut oil on his skin leave with this like musky, almost like wet dog, almost hay like scent. We've talked about this for years now on this channel. There's a certain percentage of people, it seems to be more predominant in men, but when they get coconut oil on their skin, there's a reaction that happens and gives an unpleasant odor. I've actually smelled it on people before. I don't have it, you don't have it, but it's a smell that's given off. He tried one more time a company that is an amazing company, but they have fractionated coconut oil high up on their list. And he's like, I'm really hoping this doesn't do it. If it does, I kind of know my answer. Well, it did. He had that same reaction. It's like, bummer. So he just simply posted in the group and was like, hey guys, I did confirm that fractionated coconut oil is the cause of this like musky, kind of not great smell. Like such a bummer, but at least now I know. And everyone's like, so my Facebook moderator, Phil, was like, oh, I've had that. I can't use those types of things. And so that's me. I'm the musky dog. It was not Joe that posted that. But that happens to me with certain colognes. Yeah, and it's probably the coconut oil that's in there. And so he posted that just to like let everybody know as an update. And several people were like, oh, me too. Oh, that's a bummer, man. Me too. And then a woman, a female, comments and says, oh, well, the supplier, quality of the supplier. Yeah, I'll do those stories. Yep, Blanco, I got you. The quality of the supplier really matters, and essentially saying if beard companies are buying cheap coconut oil, it will create it. Essentially, like, you don't actually have this, you're just using cheap stuff. And this was not my conversation with Matthew. And so they put that in the chat, and I just simply responded back. And this was like literally what I said. I said, supplier quality absolutely matters. I said, in this situation, though, they have tried this. They've tried beard products from several different high quality companies who I know personally for a fact use good quality carriers and suppliers, and that wasn't the case. I said, and then I went on and said, there's a certain percentage of people out there, seems to be more predominant in men, that have this reaction to coconut oil. I said, some reports that I've read are up to 30% of men have this reaction. Cool. I get a really long response back, which wasn't the worst of all time, but it was emotionally defensive. And it was along the lines of, I've been in this business for 30 years now. I have this title, and this degree, and I know that. And it's not just men, women have it too. And like, whoa, okay, no worries, whatever. And we're friends on Facebook. And then all of a sudden on my Facebook feed, a post on their personal page pops up, and it was don't get me started on the title flexers. It's actually going to be, I'm making a video about it because that drives me so crazy. And then their personal thing was, I'm so sick of these bearded men thinking that women don't know anything. I've been doing the just regurgitated the same idiocracy and says, I've been doing this for 30 years. I know more than most men in this industry. Just because I'm a woman, they don't want to listen to me and blah. It's like, wow. That is the most victim mindset I've ever heard in my life. That's the most fishing for some kind of like sex inequality I've ever heard in my life. No one so essentially they're from like the beard competition side of the community, which there's some amazing people on the beard competition side.
Ooh, do I know who this is?
No, you don't. No, but there's a lot of people that feel like they know way more than they do because that side of the industry is not quite as technical as the beard content and beard product side of the industry. It's just true. And so they went on this tangent and it's like, listen, do you realize I, for years now, have said the most educated, knowledgeable person in beard product history is...
What? Sorry. I was reading something about Karens, and I was like, oh, man, I hope Karen's not in here.
I was saying, I've said for years and years now, the most educated and knowledgeable person in the entire beard product history is who?
Holly.
Thank you. It was a layup. I know.
I wasn't listening.
We got it. Yep, we got it. And so
Karen says, I am here. Hi, Karen.
Yeah. I've said it for years. Holly, no, there's not many people when I talk to them about beard products and beard industry and beard knowledge where I'm like, man, I can really learn from them on most things, right? There's anybody I can learn from. But Holly, on almost all aspects of it, I can learn from her. She is so knowledgeable. I have an entire segment on my Monday night live streams embracing and showing love and highlighting the women of this community. I've had Amber on my stream. I've plugged her channel countless amount of times to come at me with the, like, I'm sick of these bearded guys not listening to women. You have no idea in how in any way did that comment have anything to do with you being a woman. Also, if anybody was rude, it was you. This person didn't ask for your advice. By you telling them that their problem is caused by cheap suppliers, you're insulting the beard companies. You're insulting his experience. And he wrote back, was like, oh, no, I've tried several companies. This was the common denominator. I just kind of put it all together finally, and with the help of Dan. And I just thought that was absolutely ridiculous. And I'm so sick of years people, right? The people that talk about stuff as if they are more knowledgeable, they're better because they have 30 years. Guys, we all know 30-year teachers that are the worst teachers in education history. Just because you've been doing something longer doesn't mean you're better at it. We all know doctors and titles of some of the dumbest people you'll ever meet. That doesn't mean anything. We also know people that didn't even graduate high school who are incredibly intelligent and successful and do their own research and all this stuff. And so I just couldn't understand just how, yeah. And the age thing, I didn't even want to bring that up where it was like, man, you don't look any older than 40. Like, that's crazy early start. And so I don't know. I'm on this new kick of, if you're going to say dumb stuff like that, that's unwarranted, I'm going to talk about it because that's just so ridiculous, to go on this thing. And then I went to go back and check to make sure I got my verbiage right. She deleted her comments on the group post. And it was like, what? How are you going to back out now? Yeah, how are you going to back out now? And so, yeah, that one just bothered me. I don't like victims. I don't like people that twist things and try to, you played the female card? That is absurd and ridiculous. And so, I just reviewed Black Manor. I talk about their owner. She's fantastic. She's awesome. I talk about Jill, the co-owner of Dr. Nick's, all the time. And so it's and then Moose, don't get me started, dude. It all started from unsolicited advice. He did not post saying, hey, what do you guys think about this? He's like, hey guys, I found the problem. And she comes in saying, no, you're wrong. It's this. That's that's crazy. That's so crazy. And so, yeah, I just had to go from there. Hey, what up, BJ? My beard at this length would probably take me 2 years if I restarted. That's probably the solid answer. And so, do you know who I am, Jeez? No, and I can't ever say that, right? I can't ever be like, do you know what I know and all this stuff. Sometimes I want to, but I didn't go that route. And so, yeah. No, and that's why it's just so absurd. And so, yeah, it just drove me crazy, and I'm sick of people like sliding and getting by on these things. And then of course when she posted on her personal Facebook, everyone's like, it's because you're better, it's because your products rock, it's because they're dumb, sweaty.
Oh, they have products.
Yes. Crazy, you know.
Because I must bash other products to make mine look better.
For sure. And if other companies are getting more publicity, it's like they blame me because I'm not covering them. And it's like, well, maybe you should learn how the other companies are doing better. Maybe that's a crazy thought. So crazy thought. So yeah, I had to get that one out because it just happened, and I'm just like, and this was just in the last like 2 hours or so, and I'm like, this is just beyond stupid, like so stupid. So yeah, don't be acting dumb out there. You're gonna get called out from now on. Mm-hmm. Yep, and I might even start putting names and screenshots and records. Who knows?
I hope they're watching.
Hold tight, Frank. Oh, is Frank in here? Oh, the wind. Oh, okay. Because I got another crazy story involving Frank, too. Not this Frank, but Frank that got his name yelled out at a biker bar, when I was with my buddy from the Netherlands who wanted to experience close to death. And we got close, like real close. That was one of the closest. By the way, guys, we have 2 stories. But first, Sam, what is this show and what do we do? Other than just random crap.
Apparently, we just go on tangents.
We do. That's what I do. That's what I'm best at, I found.
But normally, you send in questions. Mm-hmm. We answer them. The chat answers them. You can send in pictures, and we tell you what you should do. You can send in random questions, and we'll answer them. You can be anonymous, and we'll answer them.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's about it.
Upset, and I'm not upset. Like, you guys, and I know Mike knows me, but as you guys get to know me, I'm just a passionate dude. And if I get passionate about something, I'll riff on it and talk about it.
Dan's biggest thing is he doesn't like stupid.
I don't like contradictive stupid.
Yeah.
Like, I can't do that. And that was just a stupid situation. Like I said, if you're a rude, abrasive son of a gun, be that and we'll be cool. Just don't be fake. Don't be dumb. Don't be a victim. Like, that stuff drives me crazy because it's like I work so freaking hard every single day from start to finish. I grind, I work, I don't complain, I don't ask for things. And when people have like such like weak minds in such stupid situations, it drives me crazy because I'm like, no, just work. If you have a company and you're resorting to being like, oh, I'm a female owner, no one buys my stuff, check Black Manor. They sold out within 1 day, their entire product lineup from a review. Like, come on now. No, I mean, duct tape on the hands, maybe won't be able to type as well, I guess. I'm not sure. And so, yeah, yep, absolutely. Corey says, I can 100% back up that claim that Dan is making. The man is borderline not human with the level of dedication.
It's true.
Yeah. Yep. Highly irrational people. Yes. But luckily, too good of a rant. I know. And I could have saved it for Monday, but I feel like Monday is, I'll be in New York for the expo. And so I don't know if the rant will hit as good as it can here. All right. Story time. I'll send Dan a message. Yeah, I don't sleep much either. So, yeah, if you message me at 3 a.m., there's a decent chance. And I don't have alerts on, by the way, guys. I think sometimes people are like, oh, Dan like gets back to me. No, I only check my phone when I want to. So, yeah, 100%. Okay. All right, and Patrick has a question in the chat if anybody can help him there. All right, story time. Which one we going with first, babe?
Funeral.
Okay. My grandfather, the baseball one, right? Just talked about him.
Your blanket?
Yep.
I'm cold.
I offered her a blanket. She said no, and now she's coming back for it.
You had it off.
No, I had it on. It's just on my right knee.
Okay.
Grandfather's funeral. Big family. My dad had 6 siblings, tons of cousins, tons of nieces, nephews, everything. Big funeral. And I don't do sad. I'm not a guy where if there's anything, I grieve differently than everybody else or a lot of other people. You know, for me, I don't like if something happens with me, don't be sad. Don't ruin your days. Don't be doing that. Like, be happy.
Too bad.
Celebrate.
Too bad.
Do all that stuff. I don't do sad well. To me,
If this helps, I have never seen Dan cry. We've been together for
14
years.
Yeah, and it's not,
Not
a tough.
once.
It's
not once.
It's not a tough guy act. It's not forced. It's just who I am.
He doesn't have tear ducts.
I don't think so. And it's just who I am. So my mind can't handle being sad because it seems like wasted, inefficient time. Where I'm going to have this day regardless. I can spend it crying and sulking and laying, or I can just do work and take my mind off of it and work through it. And so that's just how I work. Yep, that's just simply how I function.
And this is abnormal. Don't think that that's like a normal thing.
Right.
I always say, like, Dan is an alien. He is his own strange person, and that's abnormal.
Yeah. I've never tried to influence. I've never told Sam. I let the kids grieve and cry in all their own ways. I'm not the like, come on, man.
Yeah.
And I don't think my parents were like that or anything. It's just who I am. I just move on. That's my thing. And so we're at the funeral. I don't like people being sad. And so we are at around a table. So it's a table and there's like couches and chairs surrounding it. And it's me and Sam. It's both of my parents, a couple of my uncles, I'm sure an aunt or two. I had a couple cousins. There's probably, 12 people around this table. And somehow they get talking about Northern Michigan. And they're like, oh my gosh, guys, I so miss Baldwin Lake or Wolf Lake in Baldwin, Michigan. Oh my gosh, I so miss Pratt Lake. Like, so beautiful, guys. Nothing like Northern Michigan. And my uncle, who was 100% serious, he's kind of like a fancy guy. When I was growing up,
fancy. He's the rich uncle.
He's the rich uncle. And so I've never heard him tell a joke. If I have, it's not a good one. And he's a great guy. And so he's talking, and he says this exactly. He goes, oh my gosh, we went to a new lake over the last month. I don't know if you guys have ever been there or heard of it, but it's Dee's Lake. And he's dead serious, and this is a real thing. There is a Dee's Lake in Northern Michigan. And he's going around you missed a lot, Drank. You missed a lot, man. You'll have to go back here. And he's going, and we're at a funeral. I mean, suit on, everybody's crying, everybody's somber and sad, and they're just trying to break up time. And he starts going around the table. And he was like, Ted, you've been to Dee's Lake? My dad's like, no, I have no idea what you're talking about. Adam, buddy, you've heard of Dee's Lake. And then I think it hits Sam at this point because I start big eye looking around.
And to make it clear, I had never heard this joke before. Never. The joke that he's about to say.
Yeah.
This was my first experience with this.
I start doing
joke.
this. I start trying to feel the room to see if anybody else is picking up what I'm about to put down. Nobody gave me a look. I thought for sure my dad had my back. I thought for sure. And I was like, do I wait? Do I barge in? And then I don't remember if he asked me or if I just said it. I can't remember.
I think I blacked out. So I
did
sure.
too. I got excited, nervous when we had this one. And so he goes finally to somebody else. And I don't think he said me, but finally he was like, Irene, have you been to Dee's Lake? And I was like, hey, Uncle Paul, I have not been to Dee's Lake, but you know what I have heard of? Dee's nuts. And this is at the funeral. And about half the table lost it, dying laughing. My dad's cracking up. And then the other half, my mom and Sam and my aunts and mortified. Sam's like, oh my God, no, you did not. And I said it with my chest too. I was like, I don't know about that Dee's Lake, but have you heard of Dee's nuts? And it was at his funeral. And then somebody asked me, what if my grandfather laughed? This is my dad's dad. The answer is yes.
Yeah.
He would have laughed. My dad laughed. His sons laughed. It was funny. I broke up the awkwardness with a Dee's nuts joke at his funeral. And I don't even know my family that well, to be fully honest. I see them at most once a year. To give you
maybe.
Yeah. At most once a year. Let's say once every 3 years I see my family. So I don't know them that well. And I dropped a Dee's nuts funeral joke on them. It felt good too. It felt good. All right. Shift gears. Same kind of concept. I do have this whole story on video that'll have to be for another stream. But essentially, there was a murder in the house across the street from us.
We have a podcast on it.
Yeah, we got a full podcast. If you guys want to check it out on
Which
Catching Up with the Commands.
Story is on that episode.
Okay, we mentioned
Yes.
this one. So essentially, myself and my mom, we get a subpoena to go to court and testify against, I'm not going to say who in case you need to hear the story, against this murderer who with first degree murders a guy. How realistically from this exact point to their driveway or the garage, that's where the body was, how far is that?
You could throw a baseball.
Yeah. Not an exaggeration. You could throw a baseball to where this dead body was.
We live in a cul-de-sac, and it's the house right across the cul-de-sac from us.
Yep. And I didn't solve the murder, but I put some key pieces together and helped like get the police there, essentially. I thought something else was going on, and they found a dead body. Spoiler. Well, I get the subpoena. It's like 2 years later, and this is first degree, and here's where it gets crazy. They offer the guy a plea deal for like 25 years in prison. They said, you'll probably get out in 15 to 17. He turns down the plea deal and says, I'm getting off with nothing. So I'm testifying in a first degree murder trial against a guy that says, I'm getting out of here with nothing. And when I say testify, you guys, I am a maximum 10 feet from this guy, eye to eye, locked on. The whole crowd, half of it is his family who's crying. Half of it is the family and friends of the guy he murdered. They're crying. It's very uncomfortable. Yep, it's very, very, very uncomfortable. And so I have to get up on the stand. My mom already testified. She didn't have much to say. I was a much bigger player in this game. And she's there watching and listening as I'm giving this like testimony. And so I sit down. He's right in front of me. The judge is to my left, and the jury is right to my right. I mean, they're right there. And I don't like sadness. I don't like that kind of tension. So what do? My go-to is break it up with humor. And so the judge is like, hey, state your name, state your witness ID number, and like whatever else information I had to share. And so I was like, hi, my name's Dan Command. I am witness number blah, blah, blah. And then I'd like take a deep breath and I kind of side eye the judge. I thought they gave me like a wink, like do it. At least that's what my brain said. I was like, okay, that's my guy right there. And so the judge gives me the wink, gives me the go ahead. And so I say, all right, my name's Dan Command. Here's my juror number or my testimony, my witness number. And for the cute girl in the jury with the big earrings, my phone number is 810. And then I go through my phone number. This judge gets pissed. They rescinded the wink. They took back the invite. They take the gavel. Bang, bang, bang. Keep in mind, my mom is sitting right there. Bang. And I'm in college at this point, you guys. Bang, bang, bang. This is the court of law. I will hold you in contempt of court. This is not. I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm nervous. This is crazy. And so I tried to get the girl's number that was in the jury. And to answer your question, no, she did not call me. She texted me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. She did not. Yeah, she did not call or text me afterwards. And so, yeah, right? Thank you, Chris. If you can't tell a joke at a murder trial, first degree murder too. So, yeah, he was found guilty. He is in prison for the rest of his life with no chance of parole. We're okay. We're okay. So, yeah, it was, her name is Sam?
Wouldn't that be something?
Guys want to know how mom and dad met? We were not drunk at a nightclub. It was a murder trial. So, yeah. And Walter says, all-time great stories all time. Seriously, check it out on the podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, the podcast goes very in-depth to the whole murder.
It's a crazy freaking story, guys. Go listen to Catching Up with the Commands, the murder story. It's nuts. Yep, it is nuts. Yeah, thank you. And Patrick works in a prison, so he gets it. He says, got to do something to offset that negativity. I was just looking out for the vibes. And, oh, my gosh, that judge got so mad. And then the freaking prosecutor started to get, not the prosecutor, the defense attorney started to get sassy with me. And, like, for example, I had to describe these guys going to the door. I said they're African-American. They were like, how do you know they're African-American? I was like, I don't know, the color of their skin. What was the color of their skin? I said, brown. Were they brown or were they black? I was like, I don't know. You call them black, but they have brown. What are you talking about? And then I was like, said they walked through the front yard. How do you know they walked through the front yard? I'm like, I saw them and there were footprints in the snow. Was there more snow in your yard or their yard? Dude was just pressing me. And then the greatest question of all time at the end, he goes, now tell me what you know about the prostitute. I'm like, I don't know anything about the prostitute. And I had no idea what the prostitute had to do with this case. And they just dropped it on me. Did he get off innocent? No, he was very guilty. He is in prison for life. No chance of parole. So yeah, right. I don't know if I gave my real number. I probably did, but not the best time to do that in a murder trial when there was like gang members in the audience. And yeah, it was, oh man, I haven't been on trial yet. 20 years in law enforcement, dude.
Wow.
I've been close to 3 murders. I didn't do any of them, but
3?
Yeah. 1 in high school.
Oh, yeah.
My junior year. And then in middle school, my bus partner, Andre Bossy, the girl, her girlfriend's dad picked her up from school to go get ice cream.
That was when you were there or like later in life?
I was on the bus with her when she got picked up by this guy, and then it happened, and I did like the in the woods, shoulder to shoulder, like trying to find her and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, yep, it was, oh yeah, Rob used to do bar security. So, yep, this was, that's the story. That's the story. So, yep. All right. Welcome, you guys. Let's talk about some beard stuff. I'm full, guys. I'm just getting started. I got stories and stories and stories. I don't know why crazy finds me.
I don't know.
It just does, though.
It's attracted to you.
That's okay. I'm attracted to it. You know, it's fun. I cannot be called for jury duty because of my position. I've been called twice. Ooh, that's nice. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, I bet. If you work at a prison or jail or anything, they're like, nah, we don't need you. Yep. Drug dealer trial. Okay. This happened to be a drug dealer involved, if that helps out at all. But yeah, yep, absolutely. Why you look at Sam?
Not crazy.
She's not crazy. I know. Dan, around too many murders. I know. You're telling me, dude. You're telling me. I don't get it.
Flagged on YouTube.
I guess so. No, it's been, the last one was like 16 years ago, so it's been 17 years ago.
If I get murdered, you guys know who to look at.
Was not me. These all check out. Guys. All right. Beard Advice Live. I'm going to put a little scrolly at the bottom. If you guys want to send in to be a part of the show next week, please do. We love having you guys. We love the content. The email is beardadvicelive@gmail.com. beardadvicelive@gmail.com. Today, please welcome our sponsor, one of my favorite and most obsessed companies of all time, quickly became a favorite, and that would be Deadman's Beard Co. Shout out to Bryant. Shout out to his wife. Command 15 is your forever affiliate discount code there. Fantastic carrier blend. And super cool, you guys. I always check in with our sponsors like, hey, is there anything you want me to highlight or talk about, or you just want me to freestyle? And I said, Brian, I plan on talking about the Crimson Eclipse because it's the scent of the month right now. We're in what? February? March? Oh my gosh, guys. We're in March, and this was the scent of the month for March. Everybody loves it. It's amazing. And he was like, perfect. I was like, I can do it as like your last chance to get it, you know, because it is now, what's the date here today? 19th, right? You're on the last part of the month. He's like, perfect. He messages me today, goes, oh, good and bad news. I go, what? He goes, we had a really good sales day yesterday on Crimson Eclipse, and they're all sold out.
Oh.
I go, oh, that is good, but it's also bad when I planned on talking about that, and I know there's people that were like waiting for paychecks and wanted to get this scent. Well, the good news is he decided he would whip up a select amount of oils for this show specifically. So there should be some available on the site. Let me tell you guys, the second it is gone, it is gone. He did not know if it was going to be like supply possible to make some more for the show. He was able to do so, But whatever's on the site right now is the final. It's not FOMO. It's not pressure. It's just, I don't want you guys crying on my shoulder in 2 weeks and being like, I should have stocked up. No, it's right here. It is fully available until it's gone. And that is it, you guys. And that bad boy is the Rich and Warm Cologne featuring.
Wait, why is it leaving?
It's a limited edition.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It is the Rich and Warm Cologne featuring notes of cherry, almond, saffron, amber, and more. To me, it is a cologne cherry almond. Cologne cherry almond. So good. So good. Yeah, Matthew. Black Label and agave tides. Yep. And nice. Even Karen loves it. She said Crimson Eclipse butter. Thumbs up. Yeah, it's fantastic. It really is fantastic. Phoenix says, hey, Willie, nice new name, dude. He said, Crimson Eclipse is amazing. Just got mine in. The wife really likes it. Awesome. Armoretto Cologne, I don't know what that would be, so I can't help you on that one. Deadmans, do you guys ship to Japan? If you could answer, Mr. Aaron. So, yes, guys, available right now. Absolutely amazing. Go check it out. Boom. At the end of the show, we are going to do a $30 gift card to Deadmans. So shout out to them, guys. I'll put the little scrolly at the bottom. But beardadvicelive@gmail.com. Final genuine chance to be able to get this limited scent of the month. Kind of reminds me of Mary Kay Cherry Almond they used back in the 80s and 90s. Did your mom ever do the Mary Kay stuff?
No, but my boyfriend in high school's stepmom did it. And
Yeah.
I worked for her because she was like really high up. And so she had like a whole stock room of it. And so I was like the stock girl for her.
Randy, I know people talk about that Cherry Crush a lot. I don't know what that one smells like. I know that I did not like it. I think sincerely, I don't think I'm forgetting any, is the first cherry scent that I've enjoyed. And there's other ones. By the way, Bryant sent me a new scent he's working on. He even hyped it. He even tried to influence me and was like, I'm obsessed with this, man. I'm so excited. I can't wait. You're going to love it and blah, blah, blah. Put all this pressure on me. We both got it, and neither of us liked it. Sam actually told me I couldn't wear it that day because it made her nose tingle. So I had to tell Bryant.
I have a sensitive nose.
She
right
does.
Now.
She does. I had to tell Bryant because I'm an honest guy. I don't think anybody gets benefit from being like, it's so good. Let me lie to you. Let me like worry about your feelings and tell you these things. Because that's not good for you guys, right? If I lie, if I exaggerate, if I try to get a sale, I'm going to be exposed. You're going to not trust me anymore. It's not good for the companies because they're going to release. If Sam and I both don't like it, there's a chance there's a certain amount of people that won't. And so it's not good for the company because they're going to sell it and people aren't going to be happy. They're going to ask for returns. They're going to complain. We've got to keep it honest. We've got to keep it honest. And so that, nice, JB grabbed another bottle. So this is not me being like, this is the first almond or the first cherry I like. It really is the first cherry I've ever liked. And so, yeah, it's killing it. Yep, killing it. Door County. Yeah, I didn't like Door County. That one was not me. What's the cherry? Yeah, so I still don't like that one. So it's interesting because I've heard a lot of people like that Cherry Crush. I don't. And Sam doesn't. I think Sam scarred me. There's a way that like fragrance oil cherry smells like cough syrup or just like artificial stuff, and I just can't do it. And I know a lot of you like it. Some people like Slurpee scents and Mountain Dew scents and like super sugary. I can't do that. That's crazy to me. But to each their own, to each their own. He said, Deadman says, Dan, people will truly never understand how brutally honest you are. I know. I think people think I like sugarcoat stuff. And it's like, no, I'm just, if you ask me a question, be ready for an answer. But at least when I say, the good thing is, when I say raving things, it's real.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. Because I'll tell you when I don't love it. And so, yeah, yep. All right, Matthew says, Crimson Oil Butter Cologne was my go-to the last 2 days. I do not like fruity stuff, but the cherry is really amazing. It's muted. I think it's the almond that kind of chills it out a little bit. Yeah, it kind of chills it out. I don't know that one, Rambo. Yeah, I don't know that one. Amber says she loves I love the Cherry Crush and the Crimson Eclipse. They are very different. Okay, good to know. Good to know. All right. let's get into some advice, my friends, so we can get to this gift card at the end of the night. And by the way, we do have the river cam running. If Emily and Craig watch the replay in the future, he's in this chair right here. Normally, I take that chair from him, and then he comes up on the table, but he's been sleeping this whole time.
River had a big day.
Yeah, tell him about his very exhausting day.
Was a beautiful day out, so we opened our windows, and River is just now interacting with birds for the first time.
Yeah.
So he was literally just running window to window all day, just like chasing the birds.
He just observes them.
We were outside putting the new soccer net together, and he was sitting in our bathroom window just meowing at us. It was so sad.
Yeah, he just wanted to get out there. So yeah, that was River's day. So now he's just sleeping.
Yeah, he's tired.
If he gets up, I'll tell you guys. I
see his little paw.
Yeah. I even lowered the camera like half as tall as it is to try and see him, but didn't work. All right, John's cat is sleeping too. Quiet, everybody. Shh. All right, love it. Okay. Our first entry for advice, Mr. Patrick, who was able to make the stream. Shout out to Patrick. He said, it's been a long couple of months. Had to have a gallbladder surgery and follow-up procedure to treat pancreatitis.
Oh, no.
I've only been feeling like myself the last few weeks, but I've been seriously considering a major trim of my beard. Okay, that's an important line there, guys. As you can see in the last photo of the beard braid, I have a lot of loose hair on the side that finally decided to trim up. The first two pictures are my current length and style. I've considered making an overall length the same as my side jawline. The whole beard fans out from a smaller point after that trim, and I'm worried it doesn't look as good as it could. I haven't had... All right, and I'll star your question there, Multi. We'll hit that at the question segment shortly. I've consider making the over. Okay, yep. And I haven't had a significant trim of my beard in a couple of years and wonder what benefits there are to a possible trim like this. Also, my job is trying to pass a new dress code limiting the beards to 2 inches in length. This would be a major, major tragedy to this beard. Working with our union to figure out that proposal, but this trim may be forced upon me in the long run. Oh, no. You guys keep doing what you do and supporting the bearded folks out there. Thanks again. All right, let's go ahead and check out Patrick considering a major trim. He doesn't have to yet, so let's keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick.
Oh, wow.
I know. Imagine this thing going down to a 2-inch beard.
Oh, my gosh.
It would, like, dude, please do not. This is a wonderful beard. Wonderful beard.
Okay, is this all 3 of these are right now?
The far 2 are right now. He said something about the braid. He said, I have a lot of loose hairs on that side that I finally decided to trim up. So that was just, I think, before a trim.
Okay.
So I believe these 2 are current right now. Yeah. So, all right. Trim. Do you think he needs a trim? If he does do a trim, is there somewhere that you would recommend? Any observations to start?
I have no recommendations on anything. I think it looks great.
Yeah, dude. It looks awesome.
You're doing a great job. I see no need for a trim.
Yep. Nope, I agree. If I was super nitpicking, maybe I'd say like right here, but I just like to leave that stuff alone. I think if you style it, especially from the front, you don't see any aspect of that. Only other thing is maybe work on the dip underneath the jaw. You probably wear a mask for work, I'm guessing. Or if not, it's just that comb pushing on that jawline. In a perfect world, I would love for your mustache to grow out a little bit. But as far as your question, considering a major trim, what are the benefits of it? None. Like just personal preference, unless the hair is not healthy. If you have like split ends and knots and stuff, maybe you need to have that trim for health, but you didn't say anything like that. So yeah, I would. He said, I still have the strays coming out this. Dude, that's a beard. Yeah.
That's just because those hairs are grown at a different time. Yeah. Those hairs started different.
Yeah. Those aren't strays. That's just a beard, man. You got to embrace that. Lean into it. Do not consider those strays or flyaways or anything like that. That's you looking way too closely. I literally did not see or think of strays when you said that. Like, not at all, dude. That's fantastic. Fantastic. He said, I can't do the long mustache. I got so tired. So this is one thing I don't get, though, is the eating of the mustache. I have a pretty, River. I have a pretty substantial mustache. I don't eat my mustache at all. Sam's with me eating almost every meal. I'm not here pulling mustache hairs out. I'm not doing that. Somebody give me some other perspective here, because I don't understand.
Maybe it's that you just have a different kind of texture of your mustache to where it just kind of like does that bloop.
Well, I mean, it's my lazy walrus approach gets it to style that way. If I don't do anything, it's definitely like in my mouth. But with the lazy walrus, I know he has a heated brush. If somebody out there experiences eating of the mustache, explain it to me. Yeah, explain it to me. And so how hair can look fuller, Dan? I have a similar beard. What do you mean by that, Mr. Singh?
That's as full as it gets, though.
Yeah, what do you mean by that? Is he saying he has a similar beard, but Mr. Singh's beard doesn't look as full?
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Just need to train him. Yeah. I still eat that thing. I got to learn this. I got to understand, because it's not something that I experience. I used to chew it, now not so much with product in it. I wonder if it's a habit thing. I really do.
I want to know the texture. Like, everybody who does, send in just like a mouth picture.
True
to
here.
See.
For Walter, he said, I think it's because you eat smarter. That is true. I am very conscious of the way I eat. I do use a fork and knife, even at times where Sam doesn't. Today we had burgers. I cut it. I used a fork and knife. That very well could be. That very, very well could be, is that I prioritize it. Okay. The outer third used to get in my mouth, but as they grew, it has stopped. Interesting. So maybe that's it. Maybe I grew past a situation where it was in the mouth. As you grow it out, full mustache to certain stages, maybe that's it. Maybe I just haven't been at that stage in a long time, but maybe that's good for you guys to hear, where maybe you're just at a stage and after a couple of weeks, it will grow past that. Yeah. I mean, like, directly from the face, the inward comb thing you just mentioned about how we can.
The dip, chin dip.
What does that have to do? I know that, but what does that have to do with how can hair look fuller? Okay. How can we do that? So, Mr. Singh, look up Dancy Bearded Beard Waves, and I have a full demonstration. Essentially, you're going to use heat from a blow dryer and round brush, or from a heated brush, and go in the opposite direction of where these hairs are going. And so it's pretty simple, actually. It's one of my bigger videos and a lot of great comments. Yeah, Sam requested mouth pics. That was her. That was her. So, okay. I get a hair from the side of my lips, not my mustache, that creeps into my mouth. Okay. Maybe a distinction between the mustache. Fork and knife used to avoid. Yeah, I do on almost everything. I use a fork and knife. All depends on how the side of your mustache goes. That's why I do that lazy walrus. I blend it into the beard. Yeah. I used to have an OCD thing that I would play with the hairs with my tongue. Interesting. Therapy helped, and then I could grow it. I would, not with everybody, but I would bet a lot of the issues with that, people do form habits. And it's something that they might not even realize that they're doing. Interesting. Okay. And just be clear, Dan, I don't mind when it's not braided. I meant the flyaways, the stray hairs when it's braided. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that's just part of the shape and length of your beard right now. I don't think that there's much you can do around that. I use a heated brush for the chin dips thanks to Dan's tips. Works great. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, fork, knives, straws, have to. How would you eat wings? So I do eat wings. I just had wings on Tuesday. I just keep a napkin and clean up as I go. They're not that messy. Like, wings aren't a big problem for me.
No.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
I don't know. I think it might be just a situation where I've kind of naturally adapted over the last 6, 7, 8 years.
Your mustache is not like flouncing around, though.
Right.
It's just like there.
Yeah, it's
just
controlled.
like stuck.
Because of that morning routine. Okay. All right. I'm sad about B-dubs. What's wrong with B-dubs? What happened
Are
to
they going out of
B-dubs?
business?
Got to cut it out entirely. You do? Oh,
Ooh.
no. How come? This or that. Clean up wing sauce all at the end. I do it as I go. Yeah, I do it as I go. I do usually ask for light sauce, too. Last time we did not, and they sauced them boys up.
Oh my gosh, that was too much. And then we got mild and we were dying of the heat.
Dudes.
Like, why?
My heat tolerance is gone. Gone. The funniest time ever at B-dubs, though, this was pre-kids, I think. Sam and I were like, and this was in like my heat days, you know, I was doing all the spicy stuff. And we were like, let's go mango habanero. I was like, I remember this being delicious. I think at one point I ended up on top of the booth and I was laying on the booth and like had water. And it was like,
You definitely were not doing that.
oh, I did. I think I went on my back and I poured a pitcher on my face. It was, oh my gosh.
No, we had Maddox. Maddox was a baby with us, which seems like the stupidest idea to have spicy hands with a baby.
True. And so, yeah, we had Josh was eating them right now. They
Oh my
were
God.
way too hot for us. Mango habanero were creepers. You eat it and you're like, oh, this is delicious. It's not even that hot. And then it's like,
It was terrible.
we were like, how you doing? Well, it's kind of hot. And then it was like profusely sweating. That was, whoo, man. Yeah, that was tough. That was really tough. Okay. Yeah, Rambo, I heard this, and I heard it from the source was a TikTok video that they used to use like normal beef tallow, but now they have other ones. BHT is unbelievably common. I'm not saying that it's good, but it's far more common than anyone would want to realize. And there's multiple names for BHT that's used, by the way. I'm okay with
Which
BHT.
is horrendous.
That they do the different names. Yeah, for sure. All right, but yeah, our spice tolerance, man, we've fallen off a cliff there. But no, Patrick, you do not need a major trim, man. And hopefully your work will work with you. All right, Lance, I singed my beard around the first fire of the year.
Oh, no.
First time that's ever happened to me. To make it even worse, he's getting married in less than 50 days.
Oh, no.
Devastated. I came inside to tell my fiance. You could see it in her eyes that it was bad. Oh, I washed it. I brushed it to see a big old hole. Whew. I also don't mind the upset photo. I think everyone would look the same. I went from almost 13 inches
Oh, my gosh.
to a baby beard. Now, to be fair, it's not a baby beard, guys. But he says we get married in less than 50 days. I obviously won't reach 13 inches beforehand. I just need some love from the Bearded Brotherhood and Sam. Oh, man. Put in the comments if you have had a nightmare like this. I did a video on mine. We actually talked about it somewhat recently.
Yeah, like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, we were camping. I thought it was like a Velcro Halloween costume incident. It wasn't. I leaned in too close. Mine didn't get like a hole, but it was like, you know, the ends of hairs when they like,
Crispy.
yeah, curly fry up and stuff. So, yeah, yep. Oh, man. I was sent beef tallow. What is it for? Sam loves beef tallow. What do you use beef tallow for?
Well, I mean, it depends. Is it like beauty product, like a body product, or is it like a cooking product? Because
Right.
those are two different uses.
For
but
sure.
I use tallow as lotion. It's wonderful.
Yep, loves it. Local company. All right, let's go ahead and check out Lance's trim here and just give him some feedback on it.
Oh,
Dude, feel your pain, but if you frame this differently, let me hit you with this. If you frame this differently, you were like, hey, Dan, I trimmed my beard. I'm very excited about it. What do you guys think? I would say, dude, looks even better. Fantastic, man. You did a great job. If we did not see this picture here, right? Let's say this was all crossed out. We don't know this guy, right? He does not exist. And you just looked at this beard on the right. What would be your impressions of that beard?
wonderful.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Thick, dense, textured, full, great shape, awesome beard. Truly a fantastic beard. Sincerely, would you describe that as a baby beard?
No, not at all.
No.
No.
If you robbed a bank, Lance, they would describe you as the guy with the slicked back hair and the big beard. They would. They would say that's a big beard. And there's a lot of guys in here right now. They're getting angry because they're like, dude, they're pulling up their sleeves. I would kill.
You're about to get mollywopped.
I would kill to have a beard like that. So that's an awesome beard, dude. Yep, that's an awesome beard. And so, yeah. He said, what am I looking for on the first picture? I don't know where the hole
I
would
thought
be.
the same. I thought it was gonna be like extravagant.
Yeah.
I was just looking at your face when it was like, oh, so sad.
Yeah. And I'm sure he saw it way more than we did. Saw it in person kind of thing. Like, I'm not downplaying that. But, man, from your right up to this is the first time Sam has seen these. It's not a baby beard. It's not anything crazy. It still hurts the gut. I've been there. I've done it. But it looks great, dude. You're going to have an awesome wedding. The pictures are going to be awesome.
Yeah.
And you just keep growing from there. Heck yeah, man. All right, Lance. You got this, dude. All right, Vaughn. This is actually our last entry. And then we have questions and a giveaway. Excuse me.
Did you just cough in my face?
I don't think so. I've been following you guys since late January and love you guys. Thanks, man. This is my first Beard Advice live posting. I won't be able to make the live stream due to waking up early for work, but I will catch the replay in the morning. I'm looking for any feedback about my beard that you are willing to share. I've been growing my beard on and off for the last 7 to 8 years, but always trim it way down throughout the years. I want to grow it out more for fun of it. I did a shape trim in January and decided to grow it out now. I want to let it grow out to my nipple line, or maybe a little bit above that. See the previous post for examples. During the week, I can't use the blow dryer because I wake up around 2 a.m. and don't want to wake up my family. So I let it air dry. Then I use a Kent comb, detangle it, and use oil, then balm, then a bristle brush to spread the product. On the weekend, I use a blow dryer. I can't believe how soft my beard is now after using quality products, recommended products. I wish my family could come down to Florida to meet Dan and Sam and the bearded community that will be there, but my baby boy will be born on Monday the 31st.
Aww.
Hey, congrats, guys. Also, I'm from Idaho. To go on your weird food trying from your last Beard Advice live show, you got to try finger steaks.
What are finger steaks?
Interesting. I've had steak fritter.
Like chicken fingers, but steak.
Sounds fantastic.
Oh my God. Is that a thing?
What are finger steaks, guys? I've never heard that. Okay, let's see here. Oh, it does look like it. Idaho style finger steaks.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa. Those look so good.
All right, I know what we're having for dinner tomorrow.
Those look, so it's steak, but made like a
Like
chicken
battered
finger?
and fried?
Wow.
Mmm.
Why does that sound so good? With some mashed potatoes and gravy and some corn? Stop. Okay, Vaughn. We will see what we can do. All right, let's check this out here. And he's just looking for any advice that we can share on his beard.
Okay.
And he's growing it out. All right, growing it out. Okay. Vaughn.
Nice.
Great beard, dude.
Yeah.
All right, so from right here, he normally chops it down, brings the beard all down. Nate says, wait, 2 of my all-time favorite foods put together? Stop it. So true.
Wait, steak and fingers?
Whoa, Nate. I think he meant like chicken fingers and steak. But yeah, okay. Chicken fried, steak tendies. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Give me some like buffalo sauce with those bad boys or barbecue. Can you do barbecue on steak? What are we dipping? What are we dipping with steak, you guys?
Oh.
I didn't think about that. Because we don't do steak sauce. or
Gravy?
anything.
I don't know.
What are we dipping steak fingers in? I think buffalo sauce. My brain wants to like that. Cream gravy? Oh, like white gravy? And ranch? Ew! Ew! Mike! Ew!
Dan's
Dip
a
it in
ranch
what-
hater.
Dip it in what I want. I don't know what I want, though. Cowboy butter? What is cowboy butter? You guys are speaking these foreign languages. No, Nate. I want you to go out of the house. Leave, Nate.
I was thinking about A1
Nope.
sauce today.
Nope. Get out of here. No. No. Ooh, garlic butter sauce. Ooh, yeah. Chimichurri. I don't know what chimichurri is. I've heard of it. I think that's right. I think this is the correct answer. You dip it in the mashed potatoes and sausage gravy.
What? Sausage gravy?
That
This
just-
isn't breakfast.
Just the brown gravy, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. Why dip it in anything? You might be right. It might not be necessary. Hey, Ralph, touche, sir.
If it needs a
Heinz?
sauce, it doesn't taste good enough.
50. What is wrong with you?
Get out
What
of here,
is-
Josh.
What are you? Why bring that garbage to this chat? Get out of here. No, Nate. A1 is not welcome. No.
I've been on a streak of having like bad steak lately, so I've just been thinking about A1.
White gravy with sausage in it. We've been on a kick.
That's breakfast.
Yeah, that's breakfast. But we've been eating it for dinner, though, to be fair. Literally.
True.
So
that's a breakfast food.
what is sauce? Oh, yeah. Have you ever had sauce, like biscuits and gravy?
Yeah.
So good. So good. Nick, I'm not speaking on this right now. We're not doing this.
If we had A1, it would have went in our burgers today. But we didn't.
That's fine as like that. I mean, it's like Worcestershire sauce. I just like to make people mad. All right. Okay. All right, guys. Deadman's answer carefully. People are going to stop trusting you. They're going to stop trusting you. Greg's coming down to Florida to the meetup.
Nice.
Heck yeah. Okay. Yeah, biscuits and gravy might be my number one. It might be my number one.
So good.
I don't know of a more comforting food on planet Earth than biscuits and gravy.
It's so good.
Period.
We have it like once a week.
Yeah, period. Like it's so, we've had it twice in our whole lifetime together, but it's been in the last like 3 weeks. And they're so good. So dang good. Michigan has the best biscuits and gravy I've ever had. Hey, that checks out. That checks out. Yep, you can't go right. It's so good. So good. And that's why Dan's the trusted teacher. Yes. What? I've never had biscuits and gravy.
Oh, no.
What? Bryant.
You've never had pie?
Bryant. What?
All right.
How about without gluten? Yeah,
we
so
have
ours,
a new sponsor tonight.
all of ours are gluten-free. So we get the gluten-free biscuits from
Whole Foods.
Yep.
It's, I don't know, a weird brand.
And then Sam
They're
makes
so good.
the sausage gravy. It's
Yep.
really good. What is the thickening agent in it?
Flour.
What kind?
Gluten-free flour.
Okay. All right, just gluten-free. There you go. Okay.
Old all-purpose flour.
He's from upstate New York. Yeah, upstate
They don't
New
have
York.
pie there?
So we buy the biscuits, and then she makes the gravy. Yeah, John is so good. So good. All right, Vaughn. Sam, he's growing it out. Any from right now, any changes or advice on his journey of growing it out?
No.
No.
Keep growing.
Yep.
You're doing great.
Yep. Looks awesome, dude. Check back in a couple of months. We might have some advice for you, but do not trim. Do not touch it. Just keep styling. Keep enjoying this process. Growing a beard is supposed to be a fun thing, supposed to be an inherently manly thing. So just enjoy it, dude. Have some fun with it. You know I'm here to help you along the way, but I would not change anything. It's from Whole Foods. I don't know. We don't know the brand name.
It starts with this, like Capelli's or something like that. It's in a white bag.
Close. Capelli's.
Don't. I feel like you offend Erica or something.
No,
You
Erica
say
loves
that.
it. Erica
She
loves it.
doesn't. She
That-
does not.
She loves it. That would be like an Australian, like a Brit getting upset about a British accent. You
well,
have to.
ask everybody that talks to Violet.
Yeah, they love it. She's adorable. She's adorable. And I was just trying to be authentic to the Capellis. We don't even know if that's the name. Yeah, hey, this guy's got the moots, all right? He's got the moots over here, okay?
Oh my god.
Walter's got the moots.
You're giving me a rash, a stress
Moots.
rash.
Yes. Sam, I've been around many pies, but just never pulled the trigger. What the heck, dude?
Been around many pies.
I had my first mashed potatoes when I was 27. Wow.
What on earth
Wow.
I'm about to send you a pie.
It got the mozzarella. All right, hey, bring the mozzarella. Come on, bring the mozz.
You're mashing several different accents together.
Well, maybe my parents of this imaginary voice they've had a very decorated family tree. Mm-hmm. Yes, I have no defense. What are you, the freaking Los Angeles Lakers? Jeez. Yeah. Yo, perfect laugh before bed. Hey, that's what we try to do. That's what we try to do here. All right, quick segment for questions. We got a couple starred. And if anybody has any company recommendations that don't use argan, please let Patrick know. It's a wife allergy. Oh, snap. We got a river alert. River alert. River alert. All right. And then random question. How would you rate the coffee blueberry from Beard Octane? So that is nitro. Fantastic. One of the best coffee scents ever invented.
Oh, he's
fantastic.
amazing.
Dana sent a picture on Instagram about a trim, and you said trim the fork. What exactly is the fork when it comes to the beard? So the fork is where the beard splits. Josh, if you look up Dancy Bearded Fork, you will find a couple of videos on it. If you would like more particular advice for your situation, send into the show for next week. We'd love to have you, man. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Brian. Did you know they call me double mash in the streets?
No mashed and double mashed.
We got no mash, double mash. What's up, dude?
He's like, I just woke up.
That's little River Man. That's little River Man right there. Karen says hi, Riv. What up, buddy? He's so cool. Is Honest Amish beard and body slick stripping? Yes, it is, Tony. Yep, it is 100%. Stripping.
Body slick.
Dan took Brian's mash. I think that's
he
true.
did.
He left the mash. I took it. Okay, careful. Oh, don't switch the camera, young man. Now he's going to be mad. Yep.
He's
River.
biting things.
Goodness gracious. Steak with a side of steak.
Covered in hair.
Yep, that sounds good. River wheezing.
River.
Yeah.
Did you hear him wheezing?
I think you said something. He's a wheezer. That's what he does.
Got a little bit of asthma.
Yes. Steak is always an acceptable meal. That's true. I don't usually eat sides with stuff like that. I mean, if I'm out, I'd have mash. But at home, like today, Sam was like, hey, do you want the broccoli? No.
We had 3 sides. You had 2 of the 3 sides.
I only ate, I think, 2 French fries. If that. They weren't very good. What was the other side?
Wow, rude.
Oh, sorry that you threw them in an air fryer from a bag. I didn't mean to offend your culinary efforts. What was the other side?
Mac and cheese.
That was okay. Yeah, that was okay. I ate most of that. Yeah, I like it. Okay. Good steak will help you. I just told Sam, what's the name, guys? What is the name for the meat has a high... It's not saturation point, but it's something like that where your body tells yourself you're full. I could look it up right now, but you guys are going to be quicker than I am. What is it called when your body tells yourself you're full? And I know steak, here it is.
Satiation?
Yes, that is the name of it. And I've had that like crazy lately. Yep. No, Nate is
meat
right.
Sweats.
Yep. The meat sweats. I have had those twice. They're not fun. Yeah, not fun at all. Okay. Love that. Guys and gals, perfect timing. Shout out to Deadman's. Why is Deadman's just like so fun? Like, who else is going to say, like, I've been around a lot of pies? I've heard a lot of phrases in my life. That was the first.
Wait, okay. I don't like the texture of jam. Jam, pie, and mashed potatoes are 3 different textures. Yeah. Those are nowhere near the same.
Brian, I don't like jam either, man. I don't eat jelly. I don't eat jam, but you would love a good apple pie. Yeah. Just don't even look at a pumpkin pie because I don't blame you. That's not even a pie.
What about like a chocolate silk pie?
Using the scratching post.
Good job, Rev.
See if you can see here.
No.
Where'd you go? Oh, he's there. He's just blending in.
Jeez.
That's his head right there. Yep. It just moved. Get it, Riv. Get it. Oh, he's about to jump. All right, guys. There is a link in the chat for your giveaway. Click the link. Put your name. Put your email. Uh, Barbie doll's full name is Barbara Millicent Roberts. We actually knew that.
Yeah.
That's a key trivia question. We love shepherd's pie here with beef, though.
Yes.
Ew. Pumpkin pie is
That's a fact.
Pumpkin pie is the king of baby poop.
The greatest pie ever made.
Oh, I love
is pumpkin
soup.
pie.
I would have soup every day if I could.
Dan used to eat soup every single day for lunch, and he is a soup slurper.
Yep, you got to enjoy it. Rob, how's the wash conditioner? Dude, tippity top of the mountain. Absolute. Sam, like we have a stock of their washing conditioner because Sam loves their washing conditioner.
Yes.
Straight up. They're gentle and they're stripping.
Mm-hmm.
She demanded more, by the way. And so you know she don't play games. So yeah, it's tippity top. You shut your mouth when you talk about pumpkin pie, young man. No, pumpkin pie is disgusting.
So good.
Disgusting. Sweet potato pie, no.
I've never had sweet potato pie, but I feel like it's similar to pumpkin pie.
I do love me some chocolate pie. Done and done. Yeah, Rob, tippity top notch. I highly recommend Death by Citrus in the wash and conditioner. Dude, it's the moots. It's so good. It's so good. Rob's like, I just came in here. I don't get your reference. So yeah, you say its name when you slurp soup. Yes, thank you. I love me some soup. Love me some soup. I actually have just had 3 cans of chicken noodle soup in the last week and a half.
Because you were sick.
For 2 of them. The other one, I just wanted it. It was like yesterday. So good. So dang good. Look at Simple Man. He said, Deadman's Daily Wash is the best wash I've ever used.
Wow.
Bam. Boom. There it is right there. So Kevin was cursing soup today because he got it in his beard. Nice. All right. Dan hurt my pumpkin pie loving her. I know people.
He's so rude about it.
There's a couple of statements I've made on this channel's history that really divides people. My hatred of pumpkin pie is one of them. Yeah. About clam chowder, if you can get it gluten-free, I'm down. Mm-hmm. I'm down.
Or lobster bisque.
Oh, stop it.
So good.
Chicken gnocchi, come on now.
That's not soup.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
That's like a stew.
If you can go to Olive Garden and get unlimited soup, salad, and breadsticks, and one of the main options is chicken gnocchi, it is soup.
When stuff is that big in there, I feel like it can't be soup.
That's soup. That is soup. Oh, my hatred of seaweed. Oh. God. Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
That was so bad.
Yeah.
Why'd you guys make us do that?
Mm-hmm. Well, Aaron's the one that kept telling us to try seaweed. So, Aaron,
Aaron,
lied. He's
get
over
kicked
here.
out.
He's like, what's wrong with you? I don't know if we trust your judgment over there, buckaroo. Oh, golly.
River?
So, yeah.
Oh, that was you.
It's a pasta, not a soup.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You have a chief?
Yeah.
You have a chief in the house? What is that? What does that have to do with anything, Canada? You have a chief in the house? That's being like, you can't tell me about beard products because I'm a female and I've been in the business for 30 years and I have a chief. Oh, congratulations. Congratulations. I'm going to start calling you Travis Kelce. Who else is there? Taylor Swift. Jeez. Chef, I know, dude. It was a joke. Goodness gracious. Thank you, Ralph. Crunchy water. Get your guys' salads out of here. Get your salads out of here.
Hydrated.
All right, you got another minute to enter your giveaways. Any beard growth serums you recommend? Yeah, so I recommend Dr. Nick's Stem Growth Oil. I recommend 8-Bit Beard Co.'s Beard Growth Oil, and I recommend Copper John's Hair Serum Oil. All 3 of those are tried. They're all scientifically backed, and they're high quality. Also, Johnny Ray has a deal in my Facebook group right now, if you guys want to check it out, where there's a free sample with every order of the new growth oil that we've been developing for 4 months now. Any recommendations for coloring some grays on some thin blonde under the lip and chin where it's light would make it look fuller? So the only time I do think it's acceptable to dye beards is when you do have areas that are lighter colored and you feel like it takes away from the structure of the beard. I do think that that's acceptable. Brad, and I have a discount code. I don't remember off the top of my head right now. DNC20, I want to say, but check out Volt Life Proof Grooming. I don't normally recommend dyeing the beard. Even if it's healthy, I don't think it looks good. This could be the one situational exception, but check out Volt. They have beard color. It's not exactly dye, but it can help. What type of soup, Dan? What you talking about?
What kind of soup do you like?
Chicken noodle. Chicken and wild rice. Yeah.
Why was it all caps?
Kicking chicken. Right, Walter. Gee, I thought you were going to bed, man. Goodness gracious.
What kind of soup?
Goodness gracious. Matthew said, Dan likes the beard club. Don't let him fool you. I posted it the other day. It was a comment on that video that cracked me up. So Beard Club, company I can make a lot of money off of. They've offered a ton of money to me, but their products are not good in my opinion. So I make the review video and I just straight up say, like, it's not good. I don't recommend it. Don't waste your money. And then someone was like, this dude has a beard channel, makes money, clearly biased. Don't believe this guy and buy this crap. Is like, did you listen to the video? Like, did you watch, buddy? Like, I strongly, clearly said, do not buy this stuff. What's the soup du jour? Sounds good. I think I'll have that. I believe that's soup of the day.
I don't know.
I think so. Is that soup of the day? I think so. Okay. Got it? Please check to make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. Always appreciated. Always appreciated here. But you're not an affiliate? I could have been. There's a couple of offers. Don't make me pull up like Boss Man. That's another one. They've offered me an affiliate 3 different times from 3 different employees. I've turned them down 3 different times. And people will still be like, God, no, I can make a lot of money off these things. And I don't want to because they're bad. Bad. All right, let's draw this winner. If you see your name on the screen in a little bit, drop a comment, claim your victory, and this is all yours. All right. Do we have out there today Edgar, fish of choice, tilapia?
Yeah.
Oh, River got her.
Why?
Edgar Tapia. Edgar Tapia. I love that Dan provides for his family and something that we all love. It's awesome. Yeah, thank you, man. And I wouldn't be able to if I was doing dumb stuff like that. So, yeah, absolutely. All right. Yeah, Dan C yelled at these bad companies when they kept bothering to be an affiliate. It is true. I mean, you've named a couple PB just a minute ago that have offered me to be an affiliate. It is true. And so, no, not a fan. Not a fan. Yeah, Aaron, it's on if you're in our Facebook group. So if you go to the top of the Facebook group under the featured post, it's there. If not, go to my community post on on YouTube. If not, go to Instagram. It's there. If not, it's literally the link tree in every description of every video. So lots of places for you to find those ones. Edgar, congrats, dude. You did it. Bryant will send that out probably tonight because he's a freak of nature. Not like me. He's a freak of nature because he has not had biscuits and gravy.
That's true.
That needs to change. Yeah, that.
And pie.
I'm okay. I can live with him not having pie. I can live with that.
No, I feel like biscuits and gravy is more
Watch it.
weird than pie. Pie is like universal. Biscuits and gravy, I feel like you got to know somebody to know biscuits and gravy. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna not tell biscuits and gravy you said that, and
I'm the one who makes them.
And yeah, I am way more offended about pie. Hey, Nate.
Yeah.
You're on my team, dude.
Yes.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Biscuits.
Finally, somebody agrees with me on this channel.
Nate, knock it off. We talked about this. All right, guys. Sam C, any final words for our friends out there for this week?
No, none.
All right. Next time you guys will see me, I will be in New York. I had someone email me that literally was like, Dan, I'm sorry Sam's not more supportive of your singing. You have a great voice. And they were super nice. They were like, I can tell Sam has a beautiful voice too. You should encourage her to sing on stream. And I was like, She does have a beautiful voice, but I don't think she will. And I said, I do agree she should be more support. No, I was like, we're just kidding. It's just a joke in this house. I know I'm not a good singer.
Is it a joke?
I'm from New York.
Stop.
Hey, not my worst. Not my worst.
Did you see River?
No. I was just trying to protect you. He was scratching you. All right, guys. Hopefully, I'll meet some of you at the expo in New York City at the Javits Center. If not, I'll see you on the stream on Monday. All right. Other than that, oh, apples. Yeah, Walter hates apples.
What?
Walter, we can get down on some chocolate pie. I can't even stand my singing. Yeah. I feel you, Greg. I feel you. All right, guys. Please stay bearded.